As you probably already know, we're going to talk about the new guideline put out by OSHA for the safety protection equipment.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to ask what you think about the new PPE guidelines regarding the proper fit for each individual employee.
Well, I definitely think it's a step in the right direction. Currently employers are required to provide PPE, personal protective equipment, but there's no guidance or, that requires them to make sure that it fits. And this new guidance will make sure that happens. So I definitely think it's the right way to go.
So how would you define the proper fit in context of like safety helmets?
Yeah, first and foremost, I think you need to determine which type of head protection best protects you from the risk for your task or your, the job that you're performing. And then after that, make sure that it meets all of the current ANSI standards and whatever other standards, that the job site requires. And then, last but not least, just make sure it fits snugly onto your head, and that it's comfortable. A lot of times comfort does drive the compliance because people, we're all more prone to use something if it's comfortable to wear or comfortable to use. And, the last thing you should probably do is check to make sure that, your helmet's got some sort of a rotational mitigating system installed. Thanks to a lot of research and technology, a number of helmets are equipped with systems that allow the helmet to move relative to the wearer's head. It's designed to help direct rotational motion that could potentially be transferred to the head during angled impacts.
And are those on a lot of helmets now, or is it just kind of been very specific to like a brand or a certain class or type of helmet?
Right now, the rotational mitigating systems are, brand specific. It
Mm-hmm.
hasn't. It's not definitely not on all helmets. I believe that it should be because of the risk that it helps prevent. So, it's brand specific and model specific to that situation.
How do you think this ruling will enhance safety for construction workers on the job site?
Well, in the United States construction industry, there were a total of 21,400 non-fatal workplace injuries and illnesses that were caused by slips, trips, and falls in 2021. These types of accidents can lead to traumatic brain injuries or TBIs. These are, that's the type of injury that affects how your brain functions. And proper PPE, proper helmet, head protection usage, is a critical way to enhance safety and protect workers against accidents on the job.
What do you think is the most important aspect of the helmet?
I don't know if you can point to one specific feature of it. I know that again, I believe that the rotational mitigating system is very important, that system, but obviously the protection against, different types of impact, not just on the top of your head, but, lateral impacts on the front side, back of your head as well. The chin strap, is very important feature. It's not required in most cases, under the ANSI standard, but I believe that using it is vital because it keeps the helmet on your head in case of a fall or dropped object. It's if the helmet's not on your head when something happens, then it's not going to protect your head.
I mean, that pretty much wraps up the interview. To really finish it off, I want to ask if there's anything else that you would like to share or add that we haven't already discussed.
No, when it comes to the new OSHA standard, I really believe that training is important. Making sure that each and every employee has the proper helmet, and head protection that fits their head. I've been in this industry quite a while, and ran into cases where that wasn't the case, and that's not fair to the employee. If they don't have a product that doesn't work and fit for them, then they're not going to be safe. So I believe this standard helps address those types of issues.